Today we're going to talk about an extraordinary book called De Profundis. Don't worry, it's written in English. It's by Oscar Wilde. A man sits in prison, releasing his soul in sorrow. Everything has been taken away from him: his name, his fame, his reputation, his honor, his money, his everything. And then the state came and took away his children. It's all gone. There is nothing. You know his story. For what? For what was he thrown into prison? For what was he brought out from the hospital? From his latest suicide attempt? Stood out on the platform so people could jeer at him. People he didn't know. People who had no business knowing. But everybody knew. For what? For what was all that done? So society could get its own back? For what crime? Who was harmed? You know his story. Now hear his thoughts. And reflect. What was done to one can be done to another. What's to stop them? Nothing. But an unjust law requires a correction. And those of you who would seek to turn the clock back, read this book. Put yourself in his position and see if you really want the sentence carried out. Because frankly, revenge is so ugly. Vengeance. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Really? And that unleashed a lot of men, women, and children to burnt, or hung, or drowned, stoned to death. If your children leave your religion, take them out to the end of the village. Bring your friends and neighbors. All gather up rocks and stone your children, your own children, to death. What the hell kind of God are you worshipping? Reflect. Read the entire book. And spare me platitudes. Christ's ministry was built upon the poor, the halt, the lame, the broken. Not about the rich and glorious, and happy, happy, happy. No. Really, the religious movies, they did a study. The more blood and anguish and suffering Christ experiences during the crucifixion, oh, you love it. You get your rocks off, because the greater his pain, the greater your salvation. How degrading. No. This is about the destruction of a human being for no good reason except one line in an ancient book. That's it. That's all. Profundis by Oscar Wilde. I recommend everybody read it, but especially those fundamentalists who are so very convinced that they're right. I hope this helps many of you. Thank you for watching, and please do come again.